the Halloween event has been officially announced, and it's called Techno Terror, and it's going to be a collection event. Yes, finally, not another milestone event. And this event is coming with a prestige skin and many beautiful skins and actual content. A lot of content. So let's try to cover it all. Starting off with the skins though, because one of the skins in this event was actually remade. What is this skin? Well, it's this Octane skin. This Octane skin right here is actually V2. The original skin looked like this. A lot of people theorized this is because the original skin looked too close to Freddy Krueger, which this Octane skin was inspired by, so Respawn had to change it up a bit. And yes, all of the skins in this event are inspired. Firstly, Alta's skin is a reference to Chucky. You can see this in the fact that she does have denim overalls on and also red hair. And you may start noticing a pattern in these references. Yes, all of the skins in this event are inspired by horror movie icons. Next, we have Maggie, who is clearly inspired by Pinhead, and she even has the high neck brace that Pinhead does have, and obviously the pins coming out of her head. Unfortunately though, she isn't bold. Respawn probably did that so you can still tell it's Mad Maggie. We also have Harley Quinn Valkyrie, which is definitely Harley Quinn because the face tattoos match up, the hair matches up, and also the neck thing matches up. Obviously Harley Quinn's not a horror movie icon, but she's still a fairly unhinged individual. We have Jason Newcastle, which is so awesome. You can tell it's Jason because he's got the big popped collar. He's also got the iconic hockey mask, of course, how could we forget? And he also has a machete on his side, which is one of Jason's weapons. Also, maybe there's some lore in there about Newcastle just trying to take care of his family and Jason doing the same, just in a more deranged way. I'll leave that one up to you guys. But the final legendary skin is for Watson, where she's a porcelain doll. Now, horror movies are really big on dolls because they're very scary, so there's many dolls you can take a pick from. A lot of people say it might be Megan, or you could say it's Annabelle, but the thing people care about most is that it's a cute Watson skin, so it's gonna sell like absolute crazy. Those simps, they don't stop. Also, it is a Watson skin with her hair out as well, which is great to see. Respawn are really leaning more into nice designs like this. Before we touch on the free stuff in this event, we're going to touch on the legendary weapons because they're solid. We have a legendary Spitfire, which has a really cool alien-like design. I think it's inspired by the Freddy Krueger design. We have what I assume to be the Harley Quinn matching hemlock. We have perhaps a matching Jason Mastiff, I'm not entirely sure. We have a porcelain doll RE45. We have an extremely sleek longbow, and we have a very nice vault. And of course, the most important part of the collection event, the Pathfinder Mythic skin. I think a lot of people are going to buy out this Mythic event because Pathfinder is very popular, and people have been wanting his Mythic skin for so long. Here's his finisher, where he turns into a gun. Very creative, I know. And also, his skins are a bit on and off for me. They don't look that good, but if you like them, power to you. If I had creative control, I would have turned Pathfinder into a Battle Marvin. I know he's already a Battle Marvin, but genuinely a Marvin from Titanfall 2, modified clearly to be ready for battle while still maintaining its Marvin look. Now, the free rewards in this event aren't anything crazy. Of course, you still get the badges, which you can level up by playing the events and modes, which I'll talk about in a minute. But in the free tracker, which is evolved by completing challenges, the first reward is a badge. The second one is 10 Battle Pass stars, which is 1 Battle Pass tier. The third reward is a Valkyrie Hollow Spray, where she has a bat, which does definitely prove she is based off Harley Quinn. The tier after that is more stars, which I feel like is quite lazy. After that, we have a universal banner of a circus, and then an Alta Hollow Spray, which does prove the reference to Chucky, as it shows her with a knife covered in blood, which is rare for Apex to have that amount of gore, I guess, saying nightmare fuel. After that, we have a charm, crafting materials, more battle pass stars, crafting materials, a charm. So if you did think this reward track was a bit long, it's because it's kind of padded. And then a devotion skin, which isn't anything too crazy. Regardless, it still has a nice look about it. And the final reward is a Mirage skin. In this skin, he has clown makeup, and I think he's meant to be a jester. Okay, I'm fed up with cosmetics. Let's get onto content, because Respawn did not skip out. Now, one thing I should tell you before we get onto the content is that this update isn't actually an update to the game, so when this comes around on the 15th, you won't have to download an update. It's already in the game's files, and it's just waiting to be activated. This also means there are going to be no patch notes for this event, as Respawn aren't updating any core aspects of the game, like legend balancing or bug fixes. Onto the content though. We're starting off with getting a map variant of Electro District, which is cool because it's not long since it came out. From the few views we have have got of it. It seems weird wire tentacles have taken over the map, pulled some balloons down, and taken over various points of interest. It does also seem like the lighting is a lot more spooky, and it seems a bit darker. Also, the advertisement boards in-game will be changed to go with the spooky theme as well. The lore of this map is that the cybernetic infestation has given the map a new life and given it an ominous power. Respawn say battle your way through the decaying heart of Energy Bank, where towering high-rise buildings are now overrun by cybernetic abominations. Engage in brutal combat in the stadium. New dangers hide around every corner, and every encounter will test your resolve. This map is going to be around till the 4th of November, and it's going to be hosting the Trick and Treat Trios mode. This is a mix of several LTMs and modes Respawn have created, and it seems like it's going to be fun. First of all, Respawn are reintroducing candy to the game, which levels up your Evo shields and your ultimate charge. You can get candy by opening loot bins, breaking doors, and knocking enemies. Also, candy will give you 25 points of healing. On top of this, the Copycat kit is being re-added to the game with extra abilities. Basically, the Copycat ability is a survival item that allows you to have a third ability from a random legend. It was pretty well demonstrated in the trailer, honestly. The Copycat kits will look like this, and they will have a legend icon on them depending on what ability the Copycat kit contains. That's not it though. Also, the revival mechanic is in this mode. If you're not aware, the revival mechanic allows you to respawn as long as one teammate on your team is alive, so you will be able to have big and intense fights in this mode. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough little gameplay systems, the Rev Shell is coming back with a new look. Now it's the Cyber Rev Shell. Basically, the Rev Shell is a grenade that you throw at enemies, and when it's thrown at an enemy, it will start chasing them down. And it's really good to catch your enemies off guard, and also put massive pressure on them to move. In normal mode, you will have to pick the Rev Shell up from the floor, but in Mixtape, it's automatically added to all loadouts, so Mixtape is going to be absolutely insane with these things. Also, in Mixtape, candy will still be present, and you automatically pick it up from any enemies that you kill. With all of this, Respawn did deliberately make a note that loot bin jump scares are added back to the game, and these are really fun. Basically, when you open loot bins, there's a random chance something scary will jump out, and one of the jump scares is a Titanfall reference if you look close enough, but I'm not going to ruin it if you have never experienced the jump scares. This whole event is starting October the 15th and running until November the 1st, and because it's a collection event, there are a few ways to get it cheaper. First of all, in the store tab, you will be able to buy bundles, which make buying the whole event cheaper if you buy these bundles first. One bundle is going to be for Newcastle, and then the other one's for Maggie. Once you've bought these two bundles, buy the rest of the packs with Apex coins. That will be your cheapest way to buy out the collection event. If you want to add another discount, buy EA Play, which will make all your Apex coin purchases 10% cheaper. Also, in preparation for this update, Respawn did push a small patch to the game, which fixed Mirage not being cloaked after it's been revived, Crypto being visible when using off the grid when using specific skins, white screen issues, bot royale issues, a visual glitch with Pathfinder's grapple that would allow him to grapple the edge of objects higher than him, and some amps knockout issues. Nothing major, but Respawn are polishing the game up a bit for this update to come out on Tuesday. Otherwise, this update looks great. We get a whole new map variant, so I can't complain too much. We are getting skins, but we are getting good content along with the skins. What do you think of the skins and their references though? And subscribe.